Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be speaking about a book that I so nearly didn't read because I was put off by the cover, but I asked my TikTok channel of what I should read next, and so many people told me to read this book, and that is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I was really put off reading this book to start off with because of the cover. I just did not like it. There was just something about it that seemed a bit naff. But I'm so glad I took the chance with this book because I ended up just loving it, and I read it really quickly. I read it within a day and a half, and I think I could have read it in a day, but I had to stop myself from just completely loving this book basically, and I just wanted to slow it down and enjoy it because I knew I'd be sad when it was finished, and I was right. And it is all about Sarah Fane, who is the human in the book, and no one knows about the powers she possesses or the fact that she's been stealing from the Undying Queen's reservoirs for as long as she can remember. But a secret is like a knot. Sooner or later, it's bound to come undone. When Sarah comes face to face with death himself, she inadvertently reopens a gateway between realms and is transported to Evlia? I never knew how to pronounce that. A land of ice and snow, and the Fae have always been the stuff of myth, of legend, and of nightmares, but it turns out they're real, and Ceres has landed in the centre of a centuries-long conflict that might just get her killed. The first of her kind to enter Evlia in over 1,000 years, Ceres mistakenly binds herself to Kingfisher, a handsome Fae warrior with an agenda of his own. He will use her powers to protect his people no matter what it costs to him or her. And death has a name. It's Kingfisher of the Aging Gate. His past is murky and his attitude stinks, and he's the only way Ceres is going to make it home. And this book is all about her being an incredibly strong woman. She, what's the word? She was a fighter, she's trained, and she has a secret power which she tries to hide in her world that she is born into. And she's born into the slums of her world where like there's water rationing, and it's really, really tough and hard. And she ends up stealing something that she shouldn't have stolen from the Queen, and that ends up getting her in a lot of trouble and ends up opening this portal into this whole new world of fairies, which were of myths and legends, but guess what? They're real. And she ends up meeting Kingfisher, who's this mighty fae, and ends up going into a war, and she is used as a tool of the war because of her magic that she didn't even realise she had. But this book was just so easy to read, and I do feel they maybe could have expanded a little bit more into like building the world, and I think that's probably where it lacked a little bit, but I just loved this story, and I really, really love the fact that she's writing another book and it's meant to be out in November, and I cannot wait to find out what happens next because the last few pages completely were left on a cliffhanger and had me gasping. But yeah, if you are into dark romance and you loved Fourth Wing and Onyx Storm and that series, I highly, highly recommend this book. And yeah, I'd love to know what you thought of it and if you ended up falling in love with it, just like I did. So yeah, thank you for listening to my thoughts. Please check out my other videos and please subscribe because you will then get notifications of my next videos when they are posted. So thanks for watching and listening.